Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Washington Football Team and the Los Angeles Rams.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. For the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brandon. They're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
To Alvin Kamara.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Kamara. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Haskins hit, and he wins the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. This one out quickly to Westbrook. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Ball carrier.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
There's the ball carrier.
And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
They're on 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
At the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Well, it goes upon a 42-7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Past the 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, 43 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've been...
And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Robert Forster, 75 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On the ground, it's Akers. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Out of the gun, Goff. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
24-yard line.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, this from 39.
On for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Washington 7.
Sly set to boot it. Out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Tackle made at the 20.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A battle for it here, and this This will be caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Washington first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
On the tackle.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Complete to Stevens.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
21 yards. First down, Washington.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Michael Brocker's in on the...
You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's gone. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, touchdown, LA. Cooper Cup, 75 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. He'll let it go deep for Foster. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
The tackle made by
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Henderson now on 1st and 10. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Down right at the line of scrimmage.
In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Cup with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Rams add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Terry McLaurin.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he'll find Hall. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And now a high kick trying to pin them back. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. To begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The ball comes out, and it's Washington that scoops it up. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff will throw complete to Cam Akers. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And some room to work. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
3-yard line.
They'll give it here to Brown. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. David Njoku there to make the grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. Yeah, I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Eluding the pressure right. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Man, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Out out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here we go on 4th down, Haskins. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Go again here with Akers. And they'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Westbrook. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Akers. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Now with a convincing lead, I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
And his kick is indeed good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Aaron Donald on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. That escapes the sack. That's strong running. Flushed out right. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down, Akers. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. At the
going right back to Akers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Play action. Haskins. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Washington on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun. Haskins. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They run. It's Camaro. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henderson. They get a nice chunk there in the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they take a knee. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, where they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You're talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Logan Thomas. 42 yards. And Washington able to get a score back.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.